What's up? What's up? Hello orchid fans, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I've got one more orchid to report. So I've just done my Oncidium sweet sugar, which you already seen probably a few days ago. But I'm doing both repots at the same time just so that I don't need to clean up, messes multiple times. So I've got here my Masdevallia paiveana, and basically I feel like it needs repotted because first of all it's got two directions of growth, and it's one here and one obviously here. It looks like it's actually two separate plants, but it's not. It's the same plant, it just grows in different directions. So I want to actually separate it out and kind of plonk them both together and let them grow, in the center. This side here, you can see it's crawling up out of the pot, and these roots are basically aerial roots now, and Masdevallias don't really like that. They like to grow in the pot, and these growths seem to be like dropping quite quickly, which I'm just not very keen on. I think it should, it grows new growths like crazy. So I've already got a new growth here, another growth here in the middle, but also so many growths dropped. You can see there is a dried stick here and there, so that's 3, another one here, that's 4. So it kind of just basically one direction of growth would have up to maybe 2 leaves or 3 leaves and then a new growth. So it should have a lot more leaves. It should hold on to its leaves a lot longer than that. So so let's get this out of the pot and clean it up, and yeah, let's see what we do with it. And before I do that, I wanted to show you, I've got another Masdevallia. I got them both together, and this Masdevallia was initially in waterculture, and then I moved it to leca, and what I noticed is it's got a flower spike. So can you see this here at the front? So yeah, it came out of the base of this growth, and we're gonna have a flower spike soon, so that's really exciting. I don't know if that means this plant is now doing well. I wouldn't maybe go that far, but I'm gonna let it bloom. I really want to see the blooms, and yeah, we'll see how it does. So I think this one is gonna go into leca as well, because it's I just can kind of like have the water all the time in the pot, and this guy wants moisture, and I want to get all these roots into the media as well. So let's take it out and see what we've got. So so it's not really doing that bad. You see, it's got quite good roots here. So it looks like you see a root here, it kind of stopped growing, but then it probably felt the moisture in the media and just started regrowing, and it went right into the media. So yeah, it's got some roots in there, so that's good. It is probably able to hydrate itself. But yeah, look at this climber. Do you see this rhizome is going from someone here on the ground floor, and this guy is now what, like 3rd or 4th floor? Crazy. So yeah, I want to just divide it because that rhizome is just way too long. So I'll cut all these old growths as well that dried off, and the leaves dropped, so we don't need those. And hopefully that will give the plant some more room for the roots. So let's get you off. But yeah, this plant is so vigorous. It's got So it actually had, you know, 3 directions of growth before I separated. So it's got this one here, which I'll tidy up in a minute, and then this one here, it's got a new growth here, you can see that, and then it's got another new growth right there. Let me see if I can position it better so you can see it. So it's got 2 directions of growth on this piece, but it's just such a climber, oh my goodness. I don't think Masdevallias are usually very big climbers, but this one is just, it's like creating a staircase from that rhizome. But I've got very nice roots coming out of this piece here. So do you see, like, these roots are quite chunky. You see how like thick they are. My other Masdevallia, Rolfiana, it doesn't have such big fleshy roots. It's got, you know, very small and thin roots. So that's quite interesting. So that's one piece. I've got some water in here, so I'll just dunk it in the water and just wash off all this bark. Okay, so that's one piece. The other piece, but yeah, you see, even this little piece has got 1 leaf and 2 new growths. So that's basically a leaf that it's already developed, and then this is a new growth. You see the leaf hasn't even opened yet, and then another growth right there, which is a lot smaller. So it is a very vigorous orchid. We'll see if this piece actually does anything now that I separated it from the main plant. I mean, some of these roots don't look very good, so I'll get them off. So I will just pull the velamen off, but I'll leave that string. It's, you know, not gonna do any harm, so it can stay there. This root looks good. So, you know, for a small piece like that, it's got a pretty good root system, right? So let's get that washed as well. And that's us ready to plant this Masdevallia. Okay, so let's get this potted up. So I've got my pot ready already, and I put the microfiber in here. You know, it will definitely want a lot of moisture. So and I've got some small leca here, so let me just put some to the bottom of the pot. Don't want to go crazy here because this plant seems to have pretty good roots. So okay, so those 2 pieces here, I want to kind of, you know, plant them together, and yeah, just let them grow in a clump, if that makes sense, like that maybe. So let's see. Gosh, these roots are pretty deep. Okay, I'll just twist them a little bit because I want this plant quite low in the pot if I can get it there, because, you know, it's a climber, so it's gonna just try and climb out of the pot very soon. So the deeper I can get it in, the longer it will stay there. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so that's it repotted. I think it looks pretty good in here. So we can see some of the roots poking out, not too many, which is good. And yeah, we've got quite a few new root tips at the base. So I hope that they will like leca and they will go right in it, and those new growths will continue developing. And yeah, we'll see how this guy does in here. I'm gonna be very careful with the fertilizing. I mean, Masdevallias are not high feeders anyway, but you know, leca is quite prone to kind of holding on to salts, so we will need to make sure that, you know, this guy doesn't get over fertilized or doesn't get any burnt root tips from, you know, building salts. So I'll just have to make sure that, you know, salts are not building up on leca, and I hope it will do well. But yeah, I'm a lot happier now that those roots, you know, are in contact with the media, and I think it will grow so much better now in here. But yeah, let's see how it does. I'll keep you obviously guys updated, and I hope that this guy will give me a flower spike soon as well. But I mean, first of all, let's try and get this plant to stop dropping its leaves so fast. That's probably #1 priority right now. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you liked it. I hope your plants are doing well and you are doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!